How we doing, everybody? Dommy here for Who-Bangin Sports Talk, back with another college basketball tournament breakdown. This one's for the Southern Conference, also starting today, March 7th. We did one on the CAA. Hopefully you listened to that one, where we broke down that conference with Townsend and all those teams in that one. This one's the Southern Conference, also, like I said, starts on March 7th. Just before we start, let me just give you some of the betting trends in this game. Favorites of 7 or more since 2014, a 30 and 5 straight up, 20 and 15 ATS. That's a 57% clip that ATS 20 and 15 is covering. In the quarterfinal games, first round bye teams that are playing teams that already played. So remember, it's a quarterfinal game. First round bye teams that are playing teams that already played. 22 and 7 straight up, 18, 10 and 1 ATS. That's a 64% clip. And in the last 14 consecutive tournaments, 13 and 1 straight up, the first round bye team, and 12 and 2 ATS. So keep that in mind when you're playing. Number 1 seed in this tournament is Chattanooga, plus 270. Number 2, UNC Greensboro, then East Tennessee State, Samford, and Furman is number 5. Those are the top 5 in this conference. Tomorrow, the first first 2 games we have on the board is Mercer, number 8, against West Carolina, number 9, and then you got VMI, number 7, against Citadel, number 10. Only 10 teams in this conference, so the winner goes into the 64. That's how this one plays out. Chattanooga is the clear favorite in this one. That's because of their offensive prowess. They're not a good defensive team, and that could be a problem in this tournament. But Chattanooga did finish this season on an 11-game stretch. They won them all. They also won a 12-point road win over the number 2 UNC Greensboro, and they beat East Tennessee twice this year, so they do have some success in this conference. They just seem to be far above the rest when it comes to offense. Number 50 in adjusted offensive efficiency, 10th in the nation in 2-point percentage, 58% that is, 48th in the nation in 3-point percentage at 37%. That's according to Ken Palm. Their weakness, like I said, is their defense. They have 2 teams, I think, that are possible, dark horses and possible contenders to even pull the upset. That is number 5 Furman, that I said was plus 750. They, according to the other big handicapping site, Bart Tarvak, they have them rated number 2 in the conference since mid-January in offensive efficiency. It seems like Furman really did come on in mid-January, and they're also rated 3rd in defensive efficiency, and which was only a few points per 100 possessions from being number 2. So they almost were the second best defensive team, and that could give Chattanooga a little problem if it ever gets to that game. They beat the highest seed East Tennessee State already. They beat Samford twice. And in mid-January, when they gave Chattanooga a run for their money, they were playing home. They only lost by 4. Then in the mid-February, I think it was the 14th, 15th, something like that, they played in Chattanooga. They played a good game up to about 10 minutes left in the game. Then Chat took over and pulled away from the game. But another thing I like about Furman, last 2 out of 3 years, they got the experience. They either won this tournament or was a runner-up. So they really have some experience and know how to play this tournament. And being good on defense and offense together, balanced team, they could be like I said, a dark horse. The other team I might watch out for is Samford. Top 100 in offensive efficiency. They're also a better defensive team than Chattanooga. They're best in their conference in 3-point shooting, 37%, which is ranked 37th in the country. I just think that they have a shot also at maybe upsetting a Chattanooga team like I said, if it gets to that point. But I do like Furman at plus 750. I think if they can win a game, get into those quarterfinals, win that one, I think we can have a good hedge with Furman if we get that far. So I would take a shot with Furman. I mean, Chattanooga is plus 270, not the worst price, but even Sanford at plus 330 with their good 3-point shooting and their balanced team isn't a bad pick either. But I'm going to stick with Furman for this video, plus 750. See what happens. Like I said, the way I'm betting these conference tournaments, especially these smaller ones, is to try to get a price, and maybe we could get a hedge at the end, or maybe some kind of middle where we could do some damage. So that's the theory I'm going to go with this one. But anyway, that's the breakdown for the Southern Conference Championship. Hopefully you guys, this breakdown helps you. We'll have more, I'll have more for you, Saturday morning too, when you'll have one breakdown on the America East, one on the Big Sky, and I think there might be another one starting that day. But right now I have in front of me the America East and the Big Sky. Might be only those two. But that's starting on Saturday. Sunday we got the Southland. And I believe that's the only one we have starting Sunday. Then next week, Thursday, you got, Thursday on, you got the ACC starting, you got the Big Five Power Conferences starting. So we'll have breakdowns for all those things. But for now, hopefully this helps you out. 2 conferences tomorrow, CAA, Southern Conference. Both tournaments should be good, should be fun. You know how these mid-majors are, they're fun. They're fun to watch. And this time of year, it's, anyone's ball game. So Dommy Gun out for Who-Bangin Sports Talk. See you tomorrow. Thanks.